This is your WW3 news of a Friday morning. Well, in the British political world, with the current communist government, the Minister of Defence has resigned with an open letter to the Prime Minister, describing appalling conditions the British Armed Forces are in. And in the so-called investment of defending the lands. I think the opposition chairperson, then I forgot her name, which is an absolute wicked girl, awesome, born of an ethnic minority. I think she's African origin, but British born, and she said they've cut more than £3.5 billion. And then we all know where this money ended up in, to fund the asylum seekers. I should say fake asylum seekers, which is costing just about £15 billion a year on the British taxpayers. And afterwards, Keir Starmer wants to lick the butts of the armed forces. And then after you go witch hunting for those veterans which served and accusing them of war crimes. And also there's news, members of the SAS, they're resigning to avoid future reprisals from this communist witch hunting. It's a bit like Stalin a little bit, his paranoid world. It's basically that. Well, at least this person had the decency to go, because he probably had enough. Only very few people in the Labour Party have a bit of common sense. He knows the ship is sinking, and Captain Disaster Starmer doesn't know, makes to believe everything is fine, la-di-di-la-di-da, rainbow colours of the world, diversity is strength. Diversity is an absolute disaster. We have the results. Illegal immigration out of control. They don't know how to control the borders. Racism towards the British people from the establishment, and so on. It's a list of disasters. And obviously the protests of Belfast, they may calm down, but they're spreading, but on a more lower tone, less should say more in a civil way. So far, spreading to Scotland, probably Wales and the United Kingdom, regarding the explosive problem which the politicians are the cause of these things. The globalists otherwise, because Andrew Tate said a very interesting thing. It's not just these Islamic communities. There's always on who's creating hate, which in many cases there was a third person, which is a spectator, and the one who's feeding the fire, basically. There you are. This is a society, globalist, which we live in, which they want to impose on us. At the end of the day, it's to impose control on us. And the people who jump on this bandwagon of liberals and globalists, they'll be sorry at the end of the day.